kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
What did they call that on?
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. First play and a first pass for Murray. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Pickett. And it's caught. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where it can really hurt you.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll throw again with Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Pickett now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 44, Murray. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 6-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 40-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And the ball is knocked out. And the Buccaneers have it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and 5. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. Maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run here with Henderson. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. That one complete to Joe Reed.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. 2nd and 14. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads
second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Heineke, and this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Johnson on the return.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Final play of the half here, Heineke. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Heineke. Open man is Denzel Mims.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Heineke. Quickly in it.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They go play action here on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Coulter.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. First down, Heineke.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Heineke.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. On the return, Johnson. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Shifts by him, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Hubbard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4 brings up fourth and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This a 27-yard attempt here. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He juked him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Heineke to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Heineke now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Heineke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Heineke. Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Heineke. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Heineke. Flush to his right. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got up with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Heineke. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Second and 5. Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs Chiefs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
He's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Coulter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.